Hello everyone, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Apocryphate Peter Moxilin, and last time we went on a medium-length veteran mission over into the Cove to start trying to unlock some more bosses, and build up a little more funds. That went okay. Don't got a ton in the coffers, but got some. And yeah, we also got a free weapon upgrade. Yay! So let's see, sort of I run by... actually, we got that, so let's take one off first. Then off from trinkets. Rarity, cool. Level, there we go. Okay, you're not at 5s, you're at 5s, but you're not level 6. They always mix those two up. And that's locked behind Resolve rank 5. So realistically, Burgett is our only option then. I would love to up our weapons on either Mowbray or Arundel, maybe even Macy. I want to just call you Macy. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Yeah, any of these three, I would like to up their weapons, but you need Resolve 5 to get it, so let's go ahead and just do this. Oop. Woo! Max weapons on our Vestal. Level 3 Musketeer. Ooh. Our Musketeer is currently level 1. Well, guess what? Bye.
It is done. Turn yourself now to the condition of those poor devils who remain.
Give it a moment.
A champion markswoman. Keen for a new kind of challenge.
Okay. So we now have a level 3 Musketeer, who also has all level 4 skills and level 4 weapon and armor. So, max level for what she can have. Nice. Okay. So, I had a bit of a realization between recording sessions here. I realized that we have a bunch of level 6 characters with level 5 weapons and armor, and max level skills for the skills that we're using. It is difficult for these characters to actually get any stronger. Like, we can do a little bit of stuff with quirks. There's going to be some trinkets that are probably a little bit more optimal, but not by a ton, I'd say. And aside from that, that's kind of it. There is very little reason that we cannot take on the first assault of the Darkest Dungeon. So, cards on the table. I've already mentioned before that the first assault on the Darkest Dungeon is the one that I have a little bit of knowledge about. And my knowledge is pretty much limited to it's good to bring a shuffle party. So that's a party where each of the characters can handle being shuffled around, and you can still act and figure out your way through the fight, versus a lot of the parties that I end up taking where everyone's pretty much locked to like 1, maybe 2 positions, and so if you have like the occultist go up to rank 1, you're kind of fucked. Now, when it comes to making a mark party, apologies, when it comes to making a shuffle party, one of the best characters you can have is a jester. Because Dirkstab moves you up, Finale moves you back all the way to the back. Battle Ballad and Inspiring Tune are both back rank abilities, but then Slice Off and Harvest are from 2 or 3. So you can kind of have a Jester work for most any position, and then if the Jester gets shuffled up front, then use Finale to get to the back and start using Battle Ballad and Inspiring Tune. And given that this is a Darkest level dungeon as opposed to even a Champion level, what is this? Okay, Champion, but it's medium versus long, I guess. Meh. What are you? Ooh, Ancestral Relic. Let me focus. Because this is a Darkest level mission, having the extra stress relief from Inspiring Tune is also really helpful. So the ideal is kind of that I wait for a max level Jester, then I do the first assault. If I was doing this campaign fully on my own, then I probably would do that. I'm trying to keep things kind of going, though, like not doing the same thing every week, not just focusing on apprentice level missions because they're safe, all that kind of stuff. Hello, Sunken Crew. For a online Let's Play series, I feel like I need to kind of advance things at a faster pace than I necessarily normally would. So, here's the compromise that I'm thinking. We take the Jester into the next, like, 2 or 3 missions, hoping to get 8 Resolve XP in total. Probably a champion level is going to be not bad. And that portrait for extra Resolve XP sounds nice right now. But essentially get the Jester up to Resolve level 5. That way we can unlock his max level item or equipment and skills, and then put him into a party with 3 level 6s, and then we can take on the first assault. It's going to be terrifying no matter what, but at least then we have maximum max health and dodge for having max level equipment, and maximum stress relief and buffs and stuff from having max level skills. So, with that in mind, if we're going to be trying to take the Jester on the next, like, 2 to 3 missions, what are we looking at? Because at level 4, you can still go on apprentice level. I would want, like, a long apprentice mission then, so that I could boost the amount of Resolve XP. Both of those are short, so no. What are our options with a veteran mission? Medium, get the occultist thing. Medium, quick draw charm. Plus a lot of speed on first round and a decent chunk of crit. Actually, a 12 crit is a lot. And then minus speed after that. Interesting. Long veteran, but for a bad trinket. You just had to be a better trinket, and that would be really enticing, actually. Or we could try for the Sunken Crew. Now, we already have a Blasphemous Vial, so that's not super useful, but a good chunk of crests, a good chunk of money, and we can sell this if we want to. And it's like levels 4 and 5 are veteran level, I think? I'm trying to remember how that works outside of Radiant mode. Because I think... Yeah, I know. Because I think for a Darkest mission, outside of Radiant mode, it's supposed to be just level 6s or something. Actually, we can test that. You don't complain, so at least in Radiant mode, level 5 into Darkest is fine. Now for Champion, realistically for Champion, I would just want a short mission, because at that point Malbray is actually underleveled a little bit. So what do we have? Short, some chunk of money, some crests, a repeat of that trinket that I don't really care about. Medium, good money, good crests, free weapon upgrade, which if we're trying to level you up is actually not terrible. Not for next week, though. You're not going to get 8 Resolve XP out of this. You're going to get, like, 4. And Dark Tambourine, Jester only, very rare, plus Death Blow resist, minus stress at low torch, plus virtue at low torch. That's actually pretty solid. Not how I typically play it, but solid. Long Champion. Oh. Yeah, we are not taking Malbray on a long Champion mission. Oh, that is not going to work out. And long Champion, Ancestor's Handkerchief, lead resist, disease resist, plus stress, but a lot of resist. Versus these. I am intrigued by the quick draw charm, but I don't think it's actually the play here. Is it Sunken Crew? Let's see. They are unholy. They start up front, then they summon. Move resist is good, but then a shuffle party also works, I suppose. I think we go ahead and do this, actually. That's that. Veteran level. Take you to get you to level 6. And then high upfront damage. We don't have a mark, so the mark party people are not what I take here. What was the blight resist on the Sunken Crew? I think it's high because they're, like, zombies or ghosts or whatever. You have the Fits, which gives you minus accuracy, minus crit, unfortunately. If I could leave you out for disease resist this week, that'd actually be good. Delvers of the Dark. Nothing on that, okay. Level 5, level 4, level 6, level 6. For a veteran level, I think is fine, honestly. Your stuff's leveled up. This is the Cove, so Bleed isn't super useful. Realistically, I'm mostly using Battle Bout and Inspiring Tune, though, with some occasional Dark Stab, so, meh. Level it up. And just to check to make sure. Yep, okay. Okay, since I'm committed to this at this point, let's go ahead and get Dismas into disease treatment. Could do some negative quirk removal, I suppose. Don't want to spend the money. Don't really got the spare. We have nighttime ambush prevention there. What do we have in terms of buffs? We have crit on you. Or at least we could get crit on you. I don't... Actually... Damage in position 1, and if she gets taken by the boss, then she's not in position 1 and loses damage. That's kind of hilarious. I think that's probably what we want to keep on you. And we have that for accuracy and dodge. I think we have what we want on all of them at this point. Check your skills really quick. Because if we're not using either of the bleed skills, what do these other ones do? Because that's some damage. Oh, you're a... Oh, self-mark, duh. Solo brings you up. I forgot that you had solo. Like, I remembered it was a thing, I just forgot what it was. So it marks self and gives a hell of a lot of dodge. You know, there's a non-zero chance we could use that. Like, I'm thinking we solo, but then also build the Jester for a lot of dodge. And then we have Hellion rank 2 at that point, and Crusader rank 3. Crusader can Holy Lance from rank 3. Hellion can break through from rank 2, I think. Yeah. So as long as Hellion goes before Crusader, that just pushes the Jester back to rank 3. And then everyone's fine. Now, if the Hellion goes back to rank 3 because the Crusader moves first, then that still works for Breakthrough, just not for Wicked Hack. It's not a fully ideal setup, but it's kind of fun, and I like it. And this doesn't clear Mark, but it does give a hell of a lot of minus dodge. Noted. You know what? I like those, so let's do that. Take you off, put on Solo. Put on Finale. Now, Solo moves you up, and that's the thing that I was trying to do. Take off Dirk Stab for Finale? Maybe this is just what I do for the boss fight. And other than that, we keep Dirk Stab and Slice Off, because that's at least some damage, and we can then not utterly brick the Jester on a specific turn. I think that was worth, it's just not what I'm used to doing. And yes, I do remember that we have plus 15% Virtue on the Crusader. Thinking about that for the Darkest Dungeon. Okay, so... the crew is unholy. Let's go ahead and give you two bracers so you get the plus damage for the minor stress trade-off. Where is the Unholy Slayer? There it is. Give that to you. You have much less dodge now. But the Hellion is typically even more of a damage dealer than the Crusader. I don't think I care about the Virtue Chance here or anything on Holy Orders, because for the veteran level boss, I think there's a good chance we can just kill it. Get the dodge and prot at high torchlight. Now, are we going to try to build you for dodge? Because I could do this. 4 accuracy, 4 dodge. Actually, let's do that. It's common, but it's good. Accuracy and crit. Yeah, your dodge isn't amazing then, but you have 12% crit by base, and you have plus 10 accuracy. And for you, healing and healing. I could try something else, but realistically, she's here to be a healer. Okay, so medium level, veteran mission. We don't have Blight, but I don't think I care that much. For the Cove, we typically can find some extra food, so I'll go down to that. And 2 keys. Anti-venom, no. Bandages, typically no, I think. Food, good. Shovels, good. Torches, good. I think we're good to go. Not a lot of scouting chance, but this is mostly just we're trying to kill the boss. And killing the boss is more resolve... God damn it, Klepto. And killing the boss is typically more resolve XP as well, so this should help out Mawbray a decent amount. Okay, so what am I forgetting? I committed Dismas. No one has particularly high stress. Like, you have some of the most stress on the entire roster at the moment. I could get camping skills, but whatever.
I employed a crew of particularly unsavory mariners, who for a time sailed the Four Corners at my behest, retrieving many valuable artifacts, relics, and rare texts. Predictably, they increased their tariffs to counter my intense stipulations of secrecy. Such resources had long been exhausted, of course, and so I prepared an alternative payment. The poor devils, chained and drowning for eternity.
What did you pay them in? Like, did you call up the fisherman or something? The boss is going to be there. I'm reasonably confident of that. I suppose the boss could be here just as easily. Let's hope we get a scout. Now, you don't have access to Iron Swan by default, but you do have Breakthrough. We could take off Iron Swan for Yawp, which is a stun. I didn't upgrade it, though. 1 or 2, 1 or 2, all 4. In that case, let's do that, actually. I might regret that, but let's see what happens. God damn it, Mawbray.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh yeah, we don't have D-Stealth, do we? Vestal technically has a D-Stealth ability. I don't think I have it, though. Stun. That'll be fine. Battle Ballad for speed, accuracy. Yeah, speed, accuracy, crit. Could mark self, I guess. Sure, give the extra protection.
the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Up. Good Dirk stab so we can get Holy Lance. Holy Lance hits any of the 4, actually, so sure. Kinda hoping you weren't gonna heal the snail, but honestly... Oh, not a heal. Nice. Stun ain't gonna work. Heal not very necessary. Over damage. Holy Lance the snail. 3 to 6. Technically might not kill. Yay!
Gone, fiend.
There's a orbital pinch. Yep. 40 total points of bleed damage over 5 rounds. Ugh. Stun you. Ow. Stress heal. You. And you. Another one of those. Good dodge. And start healing you up, because that bleed is going to be nasty. Good crit.
The ground quakes.
Dirk stab likely to kill, so go ahead. Good.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
There, you have that. It's damage, and that's it, and not much damage even. Cool.
Obliterated. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Ow. Oh, no, ow. Neat. Oh! Oh, what the fuck, game? Kill you. Battle Ballad. I guess, Mark. I think we just go for damage. 50% prot on this thing means that we really can't reasonably get through in a single turn. Like, damage versus bleeding? Huh, I didn't know that was a thing. By all means, waste your turn, please. Another one of those, another 8 points of bleed per turn. Oh, only for 3 rounds, though. Nice. Go ahead for speed and accuracy, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I always forget what the exact 3 buffs are. By all means. Stress is not much of a concern right now. Probably could have stunned it, actually. Oh well. Honestly, I'm more scared of the aortial pinch, whatever it is, than I am the stress these things can do.
Inspiration and improvement.
Please die. 26% chance of a crit. Ow. Back to that. Whoa. Oh, and minus healing. Didn't realize that bit. Dead? You dead. Good. Not quite dead yet. Go ahead and bulwark.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Not a great heal. Oh well. Now, if we could stop fighting the Crushers, that'd be real nice. I mean, crit heal on self isn't that useful, but at least it's stress way.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
You!
Eradicated.
Why do you not crit the big, dangerous one?
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Well, found the use case for bringing bandages. Cool, I can actually take all of it. Good scout. Okay, 2 curios in a battle, empty room. I'll take it. Oh my god, a normal fight. You in particular. Luckily, they don't really do bleed damage, so this should actually be reasonably enough a battle that we can actually heal off of.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
So this team doesn't really insta-kill things, but it does have good coverage.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Go ahead and judgment for kill.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Totally fine. Holy Lance is not rank 1. Okay, let's go ahead and stress heal self then. Dirk stab. Heal the party. And then damage.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
There. Common trinkets sold for like $7.50 or something, didn't they? So that's a little bit better. Oh, figured it was gonna happen eventually. Okay, you know what? It's real easy to say that I should get rid of, like, a bunch of other stuff. Plus stress in the cove. Whoops. Only prey. Stress versus beast. Just half of this. Oh, God. But honestly, Klepto is so annoying that, yes, please get rid of it. Woo! No more Klepto.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay, no scout. Since the boss is by design as far away from the start as possible, we know that it's not here. It's only a question of if it's here, here. I don't know if it could technically be here. I don't think so. Oh, we don't have a trap person, I just realized.
Watch your step.
Oop. Oop. At this point, sure.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We have so much ability to raise our torchlight through skills that honestly I probably could have come in with half the torches and I would have been fine. Okay. Metal Ballad. Stun you. Good. I think that might be the play, actually, is just try to stun it on the first round and then just spend 2 rounds pumping damage into it as much as possible. Because the bleed from this thing is, like, the most dangerous thing of these entire fights. And you count to size 2, so we can't Holy Lance. Judgment. We need a crit in order to get a kill on this thing quick. Holy Lance. I only got the move on that. Good for you. Well, I tried. Tidal Slam, that's a move, I think. Big move and stun. Oh. Okay. This is where you kind of want to have finale. Your stun resist is off, so let's go ahead and try to stun you again. Good. Ow! Good. Thank you. God. This is not going incredibly well. We should be fine, but it's kind of fucked. Thank you.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Stun you.
The light, the promise of safety.
Stress heal. Now that it's just the one guy, we can kind of focus on just healing up a little bit for the end. Okay.
Decisive pummeling.
A little bit of stress heal because of the crit. I'll take it.
Be wary.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
What are you? Book of Constitution. Uncommon, plus Blight Resist, plus Bleed Resist. Over the Blight Charm, sure. A little bit of time to heal up would not be the worst. And that's from the trap that we hit, not because of anything wrong with her, so that'll go away eventually. Reasonable time for a scout. Secret room, nice. Nice, okay. Since we only have one shovel remaining, we have to keep it for that obstacle. Which means we can't go up through here, so we need to hit this battle. Let's go ahead and clear out to the boss at least, then camp. Maybe even clear out a little bit more for the extra curios and treasure. We'll see how that goes. That's reasonable to deal with at this point. Go ahead and do a little bit of stress healing. You in particular. Up. Good kill.
Annihilated.
And pop. Not quite dead. Makes sense. Good dodge. What you got? Got hit. Resist the debuff. Nice. Dirk stab for the kill.
Powerful blow.
Stun? Stun resist is 70. 140 base, minus 10 from that gives it 60% chance, I think. Let's go ahead and just heal then. Not the one I thought I was clicking on, but honestly still useful. And that. Ooh! I juke tapestry.
This expedition at least promises success.
So we need to keep the shovel for the obstacle. We need the key for the secret room. We need medicinal herbs for the fish corpse right there. We could probably do to get rid of food at this point. We're only going to need 8 for the firewood, so we're going to have 1 hunger tile, and yeah, especially since we're probably going to get food off the fish corpse, I think we're good. That. Do I drop the torches? Do I have sun cloak? I did not bring sun cloak, so we don't care about light as much. How much do we care about deeds? You know what? I haven't used holy water yet. I know there are some holy water interactions, but I think we're good to drop it there. You.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, just get rid of that, get rid of that. I'd like to keep both of these. That's a pool of water, which is the relief that I forget what it does. Technically, 3 emerald is actually more than a stack of gold, isn't it? Because 2 emerald is 1,500. So 3 is like 2,250 or whatever. We have several more curios, so I'd like to not drop the medicinal herbs. And yes, I know we have a Manslayer ring in inventory back at the hamlet. Having multiple of these rings, I really want to try to do, because 25% specific trait damage is actually really good. Blight resist, blight resist, disease resist, I think we can safely get rid of. Because it's common, I think we just drop it. I would like to keep it, but there's a good chance it shows up in the Nomad Wagon, or I come across another one. Okay. No interaction, unknown, unknown. Oh. That. Plus resists until camp. Okay. Not super useful, but not nothing. Clear out the path here. There's a hunger tile. Go ahead and let the torchlight go down, I'd say.
Another mariner. Another misfortune.
Back. I thought it was gonna tick up. I thought it was gonna tick over one more, but meh. And boop. Okay, so we could hit up the secret room right now. We could camp first. That gives us 3 inventory slots that we can deal with. As long as we have high torch going into the boss fight, we can get rid of torches. Room battle with treasure. I think I do want the treasure, honestly. I was thinking about just backtracking, but eh. Go for you. Veteran level. Okay, so don't fully drop the torches then. Because if we're okay after the boss, I might be willing to take on a Shambler. Not a terrible fight. Oop. Oop. Okay. Stun. 45% stun resist. That was like a 95% chance to stun you, I think. Dodge. Ow.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Pop. Not dead yet. Not even close. Let's go ahead and stun you, just to take away an enemy action. Cannot hit rank 3, huh? Oh well. That's expected. Oh, that marks. Is that new for a veteran level? Die.
Precision and power.
Stun again. Not dead. But your stun resist is 95, duh. Inspire the tune. And kill.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Yes. And then we're going to immediately get rid of it for whatever's in here. Never mind. Deal with you later. I suppose that means that I shouldn't use all of our food for the camp so that we can try to save for one hunger tile. Cannot use the shovel. Do I want to go all the way to that room battle with Curio? What Curio interactions do I even have? I have medicinal herbs, technically torches count, and keys. You know, that's enough that I'm willing to at least give it a shot. Should have held off till the way back, so I might have one less inventory slot. Or, I might have one more inventory slot available. Holy water. Oh well. Finally found one that needed some. Okay, our party's not super fast this time. Got it. Stun you. Good kill. Battle Ballad. And go for that. Good crit.
Masterfully executed.
Bleed resist is 70. That's still like a 60% chance then. Good. Fine, fine. We can deal with that at camp, I hope. Stun you. That worked, so you're not quite gonna die, but you're not that far off either. And Swan, good kill. Yeah, take care of this first. Good.
Blow.
I was thinking about maybe using the stress heal on the Vestal so we can get her down lower, but that's fine. I forgot you were going to go that turn. I thought you were going to still be stunned. Whoops. Heal everyone. Stress heal. And kill. I suppose I could have waited for the bleed to tick, actually. Whoops. You.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
That was a Shambler's Altar. What was that? Oh, that was a locked, or a barnacled chest. Okay, so we don't need medicinal herbs then. Hang on, what did I miss? Oh, this thing. I want to say it's going to be buffs until camp. Good, we'll still do that. In that case, let's camp here. We're going to be not at 100 torch as we go to the boss, but we're going to be above 75, or at least we should.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Let's do full instead of feast. Like, keeping at least 4 food around in case of hunger tile. We have enough tiles we're going through that could trigger. Not incredibly likely, but not worth the risk either. Okay, so that's 4 for nighttime ambush, but it does nothing else. That's 4 for nighttime ambush minus 16 stress. Sure. Plus accuracy and crit on you. Accuracy and dodge on you. Don't have enough for battle trance anymore, totally fine. Encourage? Sure. Okay, not at 0 stress. Most of the buffs are just for the Hellion, but honestly, I'm okay with that. Well, shit. Oh well. Moving on. And you, open that. Cool.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
And in case the boss is powerful, let's go ahead and do this now. Boop. 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 Tempting to get rid of torches. But just in case of the altar at the end, I obviously don't want to. Get rid of the partial stack of gold then. Okay. Let's see how poorly the boss goes. And let's see... Thank God I kept the food. And let's see if I can still do a Shambler fight after that. The answer is probably no, now that we don't have enough food, but let's see how the boss fight goes.
Even in death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Battle ballad. Start trying to kill the ads. You know what? Focus the ads.
Struck.
Don't let this thing have other stuff it can do. Move skill. Bleed. Not a horrible amount of bleed. Stun. That summons the new one. And it moves you up. Oh. Dirk Stab for damage. Holy Lance there, I guess. Wicked Slice, Path, whatever it is. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared. Mutiny might be the one that pulls. Debuff, minus damage, minus crit. That's actually fine. Dodge that, some of that. Stun you. Good. Keep Battle going.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Good. And then Holy Lance forward. Okay, got Mutiny on that one. I wonder if Mutiny's like guaranteed death blow or something, because the heart icon is usually like, oh god, you're gonna die. That to move you into position. That's the heal, that's judgment. You know, you need to heal more than anything else, so actually... Why are you doing so little? Protection 50%? Yeah, that's it. Little bit of damage onto the boss then. Oop. And boom. This isn't the prettiest fight, but it is working so far. Luckily, kind of as a proto for the Darkest Dungeon Assault 1 fight, this boss has a lot of move stuff going on, and we have a decent enough shuffle-resistant party. Just keeping that buff up as much as possible. Go ahead and go for the stun. Good. And then pop. These semi-consistent crits are actually helping quite a bit.
The blood quickens.
Also, I think we might have had negative stress over the course of this fight so far because we just get so many crits. That'll help. That's different. Stress. Stress. 12 stress when you have a quirk for more stress from this area is actually not bad. Plus probably for one round, I would guess. Stun resist is off, so go for that. Pop. And pop. You live. That's not good. Good dodge. Good dodge. I will take it. Stun your ass. Okay, fine. I had to fail eventually. Dirk Stab 5 I think we can rely on, so let's Iron Swan for damage. Yeah, that's good damage. Never mind on the Dirk Stab damage. Cool, boss down.
A sailor's death for captain and crew. Fitting.
Gotta keep the torches, because we're in a good enough spot that we can go take on the Shambler. Based on my calculations, we're likely to get more blueprints than we necessarily need, and there's a town event that just gives a free blueprint. That's how we got our first one. Feels weird, but it should work. So a hunger tile is our absolute worst enemy here. If we hit a hunger, then I think I do just take the damage and stress. I think that I then just leave because I don't want to go into the Shambler fight ill prepared. Okay, veteran level Shambler. Let's try not to die. Hi.
A star spawned horror.
Battle Ballad. %120% stun resist, and we have 130% stun. I somehow don't think that's going to work.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Lance.
Never hidden.
116 health isn't that bad, actually. Now for your Clapper Claws.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I can stun them, so sure. Good. Because their main thing is to do stress. Black. Battle Ballad. You. Not as much damage as I thought. You. Good. Stentorious Lament?
Ears.
Ah.
Blurred vision. The end of
That's a lot. Good. I don't wish we had finale right now. Whoops. No party. This is looking like we actually have it, but it's going to be a lot of stress. Hellion rank 3 can still break through. There's the Clapper Claws back. Go ahead with that. Breakthrough. Good chance of getting an affliction on you. Kill on hit 95. Good. Crit. Was that a crit damage and crit heal? I don't think those are the same calculation. Clapper Claws down. Undulating Withdrawal is not the thing that did the Clapper Claws before. It does summon them, though. Okay. Oh, it's your Blight move. Cool, great. Boop. Dirk Stab for the kill. 35 health. These two in one round might be able to get that, actually. Needs a crit to do it, though. Not quite. We're not about to die, though, so I think we're actually good. 2 hit, 2 dodge. That's bad. That's fine. That's fine. That's bad. Come on. Okay, got Affliction.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
We can almost do that, but let's be a little bit safer. You know what? Just party heal here. Breakthrough. Boss is on 3 health. Also, breakthrough you can do from rank 4. I didn't think that was a thing, actually. I thought that it was rank 3 and 2.
It could be
I think the fight keeps going. I don't think the Clapper Claw dies.
Corpses.
There we go. An ancestral trinket.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh my, that's a really good haul, actually. Like, even for this fight. Critical dice plus 7% crit on Jester only. Sapphire for 1,000 gold. Unfortunately, I think we probably... Actually, there. 1550 gold, just straight up. And Ancestor's Bottle. Plus 25% max HP. Plus 50% food consumed. Plus 10% stress. So, this is the one that emphasizes getting max HP. 50% food consumed you can kind of work around. 10% stress isn't terrible, but it adds up. I think I just leave everything else. Like, lucky dice, critical dice, maybe? I want busts for the granary, whatever. I want that. I need a ton of crests. The partial deed, maybe? I'm not seeing a better option. You. And I would love to take the gold, but I cannot figure out how to make that work here. Go back. Okay, something of a double boss fight. We got... Is that actually just 30,000 even? I think it is. Yeah, 30,000 gold, 6750 from reward. 3 busts, 0 portraits, 6 deeds, 36 crests, even split between exploration and reward, and a second blasphemous vial, as well as the ancestral bottle or whatever it is, and the like 2 or 3 other trinkets that I randomly managed to get. And Malbray is now level 5. I didn't think that was going to be enough. Oh, us beating the Shambler might have been extra resolve XP. Oh shit, I now don't have a reason to not take on the Darkest Dungeon soon. Well, for the next week we need to do some stress relief, admittedly, but that's it. So, Rome is now level 6, Malbray is level 5, Reynold is afflicted with Selfish. And Malbray got... Shocker, minus 10 stun resist. And Tough. 10% max HP replaces Meditator. Meditator was the one where it's like increased stress relief while camping, I think? Like it wasn't only allowed to pray in town. That's a different thing. I like Tough. I'll take it. Oh god damn it, Rome. Weak grip on life. Minus 10% death blow resist. And all 4 of them need stress relief. Cool. This is why I'm terrified of the Darkest Dungeon.
The shadows hide the guilty and the guilt-ridden alike.
Well, good for you, Dismas. You can get to level 7 again. I think I made that same joke last time. And yeah, same thing as last. Okay, but that is it for the mission, and thus the episode. We managed to take down the Phase 2 crew, and our first Shambler, that being a veteran-level Shambler. Didn't go perfectly, but honestly, I'll take this as a result, especially since our Jester is now up to rank 5. That's good. And we got a good chunk of money out of it, too. Nice. But anyway, that'll do it for this one. So, if this video hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do all that YouTube stuff here a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and hope to see you in the next one, where we will do some stress relief, maybe take the Jester back out so that we can try to get a little more Resolve XP on him, and basically take a week or 2 off to rehabilitate people before probably taking on the first assault of the Darkest Dungeon by end of the week, I would think. Don't hold me to it, but maybe. See you then. Bye.